Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Herc in the building once again, and we're here with another episode of the Come On Man podcast, Ep.2, Season 3. We got a special guest, my main man. I can call you a friend because we met at the gym. My main man Juan. How you doing?
Good.
Good.
How about yourself?
Good. Juan traits. He's very level-headed, down to earth / heart, down to earth or down to heart.
It's down to earth.
Down to earth,
Yeah.
and he's super patient. So so he has a lot of traits and does a lot of things. And welcome to the show, Juan. How you feeling?
Good. I just came from the gym, so I'm
Okay,
awake.
I got your swole on, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
So Juan, I like to hit everybody with a banger question, and your banger question is, what motivates you to get out of? Well, basically, what motivates you to I messed that up. What motivates you to get up in the morning? Are you driven by relationships, money, success, or etc.?
Well, I'd say family.
Okay.
Taking care of my family, make sure they're taken care of. My children,
Mm-hmm.
for the future. That's my drive.
Do you have any personal drives and stuff like that?
Yeah. But I'll put my family before myself.
Okay.
Second hand would be just me pushing myself daily, just to better myself for that day, specific day.
Okay.
Whether it be just going to the gym and getting exercise,
Mm.
make sure like I said, going to work, making sure my family's taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, just I'll put them before me.
Okay. No, there's nothing wrong with that. Mine's, I think, what motivates me in the same thing is basically my family and making sure I'm healthy enough to go to work and go to the gym and doing things that I love, and then make sure up to par to be a husband, a father, just a whole lot of key things that's important into my life, instead of not finding finding the motivations, because it is kind of hard to wake up every morning because you're doing the same thing every day and day in day out, and basically it's challenging to figure out what's your why each morning, and most, like you said, yours is family and mine can be family too, because in a way, success and everything else, I feel like money, it plays out after a while. You can make money the motivation, but it plays out after a while and kind of dries out, and it's kind of hard because we need money to live and be sustainable in life for supporting our family, supporting ourselves, paying bills, because bills never gonna die. But the motivations of finding your true purpose of why you do what you do, that's the most important key in everything that we do, motivational wise. So that I commend you on that of having being family being your motivation to do what you do. I'm over stumbled on my words.
But you hit a point about finances, money. Money comes and goes.
Yeah, it does. It does.
And sometimes we specifically about how much money we're making, how much money we need to make, and unfortunately, with inflation and all that,
man,
it's kind of hard.
And inflation, man, is terrible. I have some things about the finances parts. Like, is it harder for people to save right now during the due to the cause of the inflation?
I would say yeah, because
I feel like everybody's struggling,
especially groceries.
Oh man!
And so you go there, you're looking at, should I buy this or that?
Yeah.
Or should I put this one back and buy this one? And it's kind of,
we never used to do that back in the day. We used to be like, oh, that's $2. Okay, bam. And you stack up and you look like you have like you have your EBT card on. And you got like three or four groceries. So 3 or 4 baskets of groceries, in the supermarket doing your thing.
Yeah, because you could say it's blame on the pandemic and all that, but before that, we rarely went over 200.
Damn.
Now it's you guarantee 200 at least a week.
God, for groceries?
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, man. I think our groceries are like 300.
Yeah. Well, for me, I try to. It's true. I don't get that much. Let's say like poultry or meat as much.
Yeah.
Because I'll manage. Gym wise, I guess you could say to hit that protein count.
Yeah, the protein count and everything. So, but yeah, I think like chicken and eggs and like pork and everything's like super expensive right now. My wife, she was just hollering about eggs being like $10 or something like crap.
Yeah, I mean, I buy mine at like Sam's, like the dozen, 5 dozen or something, like for $8-9.
Man.
So
yeah, man, Sam's bopped us over here for like 400, like grocery bill.
yeah,
when you got to rich,
it's guaranteed right there. Yeah, I get you.
no, but the good thing about Sam's, you'll be stocked up for sure. You'll be stocked up because they got everything in bulk, so it's a little bit. It's expensive, but it's you get a lot more for bang of your buck. If that's how you say it.
Yeah, I mean, like heading back, about finances, money comes and goes.
Yeah,
but then sometimes we got to sacrifice our own health, working more to bring in those finances, and then that has a long term effect too.
Yeah, that does,
and physically and mentally.
Yeah, and what? Not to cut you off. How do you feel about this cost of living situation? Because I know, like you said, everything is still going up price wise, gas, groceries, etc. But everybody's pay is still the same. How do you feel about that?
It's scary.
Yeah,
it's scary to know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah,
it's just that's the way I see it. I mean, you just got to live it day by day, but then you also got to plan for the future.
Yeah,
but it's just kind of scary to think about it.
Yeah, that cost of living, man. Because they talking about like, oh, you're gonna get that cost of living pay and blah blah blah. You like, oh, okay, and it's like, hey, it's 50 cents. you like that's
and then
that's not enough.
Same thing. Like we talk about groceries now. You got to think about housing, residential. How you now fear that your kids are not gonna be able to afford a house or to get a decent house.
Yeah,
that way because of how even the cost of an apartment's high up too.
Yeah, how much is the apartment? It's like 2,500.
Well, one of my stepsons, he lives up in Humble area. No, not Humble, but like Bellwood 8 and Tennessee area, and I think he's paying up to like $1,700 for a bedroom.
15
to $1,700, I think.
God damn!
So it's a 1-bedroom with like a.
He might as well get a house.
Well, it's kind of hard now because now you got to save up for the house too.
Oh damn!
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a little bit more challenging.
Yeah, so he's it's just when I met my wife, she already had a house. Her mortgage was $600.
Damn.
So,
yeah, that was back in the day, though.
Yeah, about 20 years ago.
That was back in the day. But other than that, man, it's
scary.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you
scary.
Can point blank, like you said, it's scary. People trying to figure it out. We feel like we're working more for less. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. It feel like we making good money, but it's not enough to sustain the life for your family and yourself and your cost of living, how we're living today.
Yeah, because then you sacrifice vacations.
Damn.
Going out to eat.
True.
Gifts could be something. Like
holidays and stuff
and all that. Yeah, all that. Your
birthdays,
everything. you gotta think twice whether to buy it. Like I said, buy this or not.
Yeah, man.
Or save up, and then it's scary.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
So, do you have like any advice to give to any male listeners that that's trying to save but don't have a way to figure it out? Like something simple. Don't have to
have a budget.
Have a budget.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just have a budget, and sometimes when you carry cash, and say this is my budget for the week in cash, and you kind of look. The way I see it, if I give myself $50 for a week for going out to eat.
Okay.
I'm looking at it. First day I spent $15. I was like, oh, well, the next day I gotta be cheaper and cheaper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got
before
you.
I can hit that goal, just not spending over $50. So having a budget.
Is that challenging?
It is. Because even fast food nowadays, minimum $10 if you go eat fast food. So
the dollar menu at the McDonald's is not $1 no more. It's like
it's a value menu. I think it's like $2, $3. So you got to think about it. You got to just having a budget,
and
writing things down, or either by
like for like bills, your personal like carrying cash and personal bills for your family and like other expenses like trips and things like
keeping
that.
track. Yeah,
Just keeping track of
it's
everything.
like in the gym. Just keep track. Either write it down, use an app. Same thing with bills, saving money. Keep track of it. I mean, if you're old school, get a notebook, write it down.
Okay.
Have a computer, bring out the Excel worksheet and do it.
Old school Excel, man. Old school Excel. I think a lot of people don't know about Windows Excel.
Now they're more Apple. I mean, Apple should have Excel.
I don't think so.
No.
I think you gotta buy the Windows app.
Yeah. Oh, you do?
Yeah, you gotta buy the app for Windows and then install it into your Mac.
Because I know before it used to come that. I mean, when you buy a laptop or PC, it used to come with it.
Yeah, automatically. But now
you gotta pay yearly because I pay yearly.
Yeah, you gotta pay a membership to have Word, Excel, and PowerPoint.
It's even that now. You got to pay for that.
Yeah, so you got damn near pay for everything like subscriptions to watch movies or stream TV or whatever. Because a lot of people don't have cable as much.
No, I got rid of cable over a year ago because I was like $200 right there.
Damn,
with internet and cable.
Internet and cable?
It's almost $200.
So you just have internet now?
I just have internet.
I think that's what we have here. It's like $80 for us.
And then the other stuff, I mean, you can stream.
Yeah.
Like sports you can stream online.
Yeah. So that's the new era, man. We came a long way from what we were doing. Normally we'd be outside when we was kids and playing basketball, riding bikes. We just be outside all day till the sun goes down,
Yeah, pretty much, and drinking water out of the water hose. But
yeah, damn, that's a classic right there. Yeah. Hey, y'all don't know about that, listeners. Drinking water from the water fountain on the side of the house.
But the trick is you have to let it run for a few seconds because if you get the first, you learn the hard way. You burn yourself.
Oh yeah, you definitely learn. Yeah, you definitely learned the hard way for sure. Now, what's going on with the gym etiquette in gyms right now? Like I know we see a lot of stuff in the gym. So we see dress codes, we see unspoken rules. Like what's going on with that?
I started, on and off going to gym when I was like 19. 24-hour Fitness was my first gym I went to. I used to go to the one on Spencer Highway. Okay. And I think they closed that one down already.
They did?
The one that inside of Pasadena. Of Bellwood 8.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I think now it was one that they had outside of Bellwood 8 that got closed down during the pandemic.
Isn't it like a Planet Fitness though?
I think it's
it's
Club,
Crunch.
No, it's like K Club or K Club.
Oh, K Club. Yeah, I seen different ones called Crunch.
There's that one on 45 right there.
Yeah. Okay. But go ahead.
So from there to where I'm at right now, Roman Fitness, where I met you.
Yeah.
I mean Roman Empire. Etiquette wise, I was just saying, how to be friendly in a way.
Okay.
Don't go in there with an attitude, or I don't say attitude, but more of a ego.
Right.
Because sometimes, like with you, my wife saw you. She's like, man, he's pushing a lot of weight.
Yeah.
And she went up to compliment you. So, I mean, there's a way to, have it.
That shocked the hell out of me. Your wife came was like, what's going on? She was like, oh, man, you're pushing a lot of weight. You're doing a good job. I was like, oh, appreciate it.
So there's ways to approach like that, being etiquette, being nice. I mean, we see now on social media how some, social influencers, how they get upset because they're filming and somebody comes through.
Yeah,
what they're filming, which is fine. I understand that part. I try to be respectful on that because some individuals, that's their income. That's not their income, their life.
That's kind of hard to do because you don't be paying attention when you walk into the gym. Then you see a little baby camera, a little phone on the corner. I'll be like looking before I walk.
Yeah, it could be a hassle, because you're not trying to disturb them. You're trying to stay focused and hit your reps and all that. I'm just saying, like etiquette wise, is just be friendly, be open minded. I guess you could
say. Have you had any issues with people with bad etiquette?
Not me, but my brother. He you met him too that day.
Yeah.
He one time he was working out. I forget what he was working out. He was next to a young lady. He was having trouble with the machine, setting it up and all that. And sometimes my wife does too. With the rusted or just
it's complicated.
So he saw her having trouble for a few seconds or so. So he went up, said, "Let me do this for you." And then afterwards, her boyfriend came up and kind of just told him not to be helping her.
Whoa!
Yeah. So
damn, man. Holy crap! Really? Just to help out?
Yeah, not to spot or anything like that, but just to help out with the equipment.
Yeah, like he thought he was trying to steal his girl or something.
I don't know.
It's a weird culture.
Yeah,
I had the same but I had a incident at the gym. I had a power rack. I was benching, and I came from work. I was tired. I was like, okay, my routine is go in, find a power rack or a bench, put my stuff down, go in the restroom, change, and then start warming up and start benching. So I come out the restroom after changing. I walk up to my bench, and there's some people there. There's a girl and a guy. So I was just like, oh, okay. Let me approach the situation and see what's going on. I was like, hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Hey, what's up? You know, I didn't know him. He didn't know me. And I was like, hey, I already got this locked down. I have my stuff here. You see my stuff. Oh, what stuff? And in the corner of my eye, I see my phone in the corner. My bag and shit is in the corner, like by where how you walk in, you see that big old mirror. Yeah. It was over there.
So they moved it that far away?
Yeah, they moved it far away and they just started benching. And he was like, so we got in a little disagreement. Like, hey, I already got my stuff. He said, oh, I ain't see no stuff here. I ain't see no phone. I ain't even see a bar. So I just took it out of consideration to start putting my stuff right here. I was like, nah. So we going back and forth. And then he gave me the cold shoulder. I remember it was like this yesterday. He turned around. He said, well, I'm already benching anyway. And started working out. I'll say, oh, and I think his girl was benching. So we were already here anyway. And he kind of just turned his back and like to end the conversation. I was like, oh, okay. So you one of those. So I took into consideration and start taking the weights off.
Okay.
Why he's working out? Why his girlfriend was trying to bench, I have to start taking the weights off, and he kind of like shoved. He kind of got in my way. He was like, "Hey, bro, what are you doing, man? What are you doing?" And I was like, "Bro, this is my rack. Like, I'm not about to fight you over this. Like, I get the step."
Yeah.
So I was trying to be considerate, but now you turn me into an asshole. I don't like being an asshole in the gym.
But sometimes you got to be one.
Yeah. So, and a lot of people in the gym know me that I'm quiet. I'm to myself. I get my work in, whatever. And I'm cool, calm, and collective. So he started like, "Hey, bro, what you doing? Are you serious right now? Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm serious." And he tried to push me. Well, he couldn't push me because he's a little bit small.
Let me ask you, is he smaller?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even mess with you if I saw you do that. And you get
and he kind of like nudged me, and I kind of looked, and he's like, I'm going to tell the owner. Like he just went into snitch mode. So he ran to the front, and his girl and his girl was still there picking up the stuff. She said, "You motherfucker, you piece of shit, blah blah blah. You, I can't believe you're fucking scum of the earth and blah blah."
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
While she was picking up the stuff, called me, and I was like, whatever.
Are they regulars? Have you seen them again?
No, I haven't seen him ever.
Okay.
I seen him a couple of times, but I act like he didn't exist. And then after a while, I didn't see him no more. Okay. So, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, so I'm at the bench and I see the door. You know how the entrance, and I see the entrance, and he's talking to the owner of the gym, and he's pointing over there, and the owner's like looking. He don't know he don't know who he's pointing at because it's pretty packed. So I said, man, let me go handle the situation. And I'm walking, I see one of my good buddies at the gym. He said, hey man, so that dude up there in the front, and somebody got in his shit. And he's going off, bro. I don't know what's going on. That's like he's talking about me, bro. He's like, oh damn, he's talking about, oh shit, oh, like, don't worry about it, I'm gonna handle it. So we get up there, and I get up there into the conversation, and the owner's like, I get up there, and the guy was like, that's him, that's the guy. And the owner, I swear to God, I see this like yesterday. It's just like yesterday. The owner face went like this. He was like, he looked shocked. He was like, oh my God. He's oh my God, I'm in a situation. This Herc, you messing with Herc? And he's like, hey Herc, he started being positive with me. He's like, Herc, hey man, calm down. We don't want no negativity. We don't want no drama. I said, this is not me. It's this guy. And I start going in like, hey, he's the piece of shit to throw my shit under the thing. Yeah. And then the owner started looking at him, and then I was like, hey, whatever he got going on, he can have the rack, but he's a piece of shit. And I walked away. Yeah. And then I moved my shit, and then I see the owner and his partner following me around the gym. And I was like, why did they keep following me? And I was like, and then I was working out, and then he popped up. He said, hey, Herc, you good, bro? You good, man? Hey, man, I know how you felt. Like, bro, I'm good. Get out of my face. Like, I'm good. Yeah. It's understandable, but I'm not that type of guy to, be an asshole or anything like that. I give you 2 strikes. I'm like, hey, this is my rack, and then some people, how the etiquette goes. If your stuff is there, they won't mess with it.
Yeah, respect it.
Yeah, they respect.
Wait a few minutes, see who shows up or anything shows up. I mean, because sometimes that's what I see. If I see somebody, you're always glancing around the gym, looking around who's there and all that. So you always think about your next set, your next machine, to see if somebody's on there or not.
Yeah,
that's the way I see. I see, if I'm gonna go do flies, I'm gonna go take a peek to see if the machines are available or not.
Yeah.
So you kind of get to see somebody's there or not. But like you said, if there's back there with a cell phone and your shaker or whatever it is next to a bench, I know somebody's using that.
Yeah.
Whether they're or not, they could have gone to the restroom and gone, get something to drink the water. Just wait a few minutes.
Yeah, wait a few minutes and nobody shows back up. And then, put it to the side.
Yeah.
And if somebody comes back up, like, oh, yeah.
And apologize or just say, hey, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You don't mind if I step in here with you or something, work out with you?
Yeah,
or
share,
jump in?
Yeah, share a workout and stuff. But that guy, he was just like, I'm just move his shit to the side and start working out. I was like, oh, heck no.
No, I never had a situation like that.
But,
but I wouldn't pick a fight with you.
Nah, I almost got in a fight. And he was trying to kick me out that gym. He was trying to kick me out at Roman. And I was kind of pissed off. Like, damn, this dude, like, because it was kind of like a racial thing. It was kind of like a black versus white thing.
Okay.
And then I'm a little bit bigger than him. So he was trying to use his benefits to like, hey, get him out the gym, the gym.
I mean,
and then he was like, no, he's a good customer. He comes in every day.
Yeah.
You're just starting today. So I ignore the fact and I say, whatever happens. Do what you need to do. But I'm here. I'm getting my workout, and that's it.
Yeah, that's never happened to me.
That's gym etiquette for your ass.
I mean, it's
because you like you said, you see, like if you put your cell phone, you put your watch, and you be like, hey, that's my thing, and I see it, I'm like, oh, that's somebody's stuff.
Wait a few minutes.
Wait a few minutes.
And I'll go do another machine.
Go do another machine.
I know it sucks because it screws up your routine, but you're like, okay, well, something never jump on the next one and just come back to that one.
Yeah, you just got to do something else, and once it opens it up, then you can go back and do what you got. You might be sore as shit, and you might struggle, but hey,
you still got it. I mean, you still do it.
What's the unspoken rules? I was trying to figure that one out.
Clean up after yourself.
Oh, like unracking and stuff.
Well, racking is some. If it's not the rule, they rack your weights, but it's there, and depending on the gym, it's something. You find the bench with no weights. If you're able to put the weights on there, put it back on.
Right.
Dumbbells. Overall, it's right here. It's fine. I don't see it often.
Yeah.
Do
you find
it's talking about like clean the bench up. If you're
sweaty,
sweat too much, be respectful for the next person. They provide the towels there and all that, and clean it up. Quick clean.
Yeah, sanitize it before you leave.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't do that. They just like go to the next, and you got like a sweaty.
You have the imprint right there.
Yeah, and you got to clean it yourself. Yeah, I see what you're saying. What's some other unspoken rules?
Staring.
Oh, staring too long.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you can make people uncomfortable, I guess, especially women. Some women in there.
Yeah.
It's fine at glance. You, like I said, you glance, you're looking around, but don't.
Sometimes I don't even look in their direction. I'll be looking at the TVs, and they think I'm looking at them. I had one charge me up.
Really?
Yeah. It was like, hey, are you looking at me? I'm like, what? I was zoned out. I was looking at the YouTube video, and I'm like, I had to shake my head, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And she was like, no, you looking at me, you checking me out. Like, I'm not checking nobody out. I'm watching the YouTube video.
I mean, it's a human, it's just comes naturally just to glance, look around.
Yeah.
It's just you're there, you're not just gonna look like weirded out, you're looking at the floor, people think what's wrong with you.
Yeah. You trying to recover after your set. That's what I be doing. I be trying to recover and reflect and like, I still want to do powerlifting.
But you got to think about it. What happens if it's a female looking at a female? You think it's kind of like different, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. I feel like they getting challenged. Like they, doing like a comparison.
No, it's like you're saying about staring. Sometimes a female will look at another female doing an exercise just because they're trying to see if they're doing it right or not. But like I said, you never seen or heard about a female approaching another female while you're looking at me or staring at me, right?
Mm-mm.
So you think that's kind of disadvantage for us, or not disadvantage? But
I think so, because I don't see a lot of females charging other females about staring at them too long. I see a lot of men getting charged up for staring too long.
But the same could be said about another guy looking at another guy, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Right? So it's just like kind of.
yeah. Because cause guys might feel something way like, hey, you got a problem, and he might not be even looking at that dude. So. It's like a confusing area to think about.
There's ways to stare. If you go up to say, hey, give a compliment. You have nice. Like my wife got approached by different women say, oh yeah, I like your shoulders. I like how you work out your shoulders, or you kind of get physique on your shoulders,
right?
And I guess there's ways to approach it. It's just that it's kind of weird for a guy to go up to a female
to open up and like give a compliment or whatever. Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with compliment, but
or even pointers.
Yeah, pointers. Yeah,
because
I don't get a lot of pointers from a lot of people because
they might be intimidated from you.
You think so? I'm not
saying that it's just they see you're pushing heavier weight and all that, and then they might see something. Hey, he's probably going too up high or too low, and they might feel like you might take it wrong. Because they see you as a strong person, big person. They're like, oh, he knows what he's doing.
Right.
But even though sometimes we think we know what we're doing, but we need that second person, third person to look from far away or to look at you to say, hey, you want to do this, live more like this. You might feel it here, you might feel it there, but it might be
an intimidation. No, not really. I can see what you're saying. If I was on the outside looking in, seeing other people and they like, oh man, I don't want to talk to that. He looked like an asshole. Like, but once people talk to me, they're like, oh shit, he's pretty dope.
I'm the same way. A lot of folks tell me that just my rest face, you could say.
Rest bitch face.
Yeah, pretty much. Like for guys, like I get told that a lot. He looks mean. He looks like.
No.
I was like.
I'm just focused, man.
Yeah.
You might be tired, you might be focused. I'll be the same way. I'll be looking like I'm about to kill somebody, but I'm like I'm trying to survive. I'm trying to breathe, trying to recover, and then all right, get my mind reset my mind for the next set.
Yeah.
And then when somebody comes talk to me, I'm gonna like shake out of my focus, like, hey, what's up, Juan? Or, hey, what's up, Lord? And have a little conversation and like, hey, y'all have a good workout. Then now,
I had one gentleman approach my wife after a set of benching, say, hey, you want to put your hands like that? It's fine. It doesn't bother me. I mean, I'm not. And it comes back, especially if you go with your partner to go work out, if you're securing yourself, I guess, that jealousy. I mean, it's fine to be jealous in a way.
Yeah.
But if a male comes up there and just gives advice to to your partner, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that.
No.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I get advice from people like, hey, herk your butts too up in deadlift, or your shoulders like this and bench, or you gotta go a little bit deeper on the squat, things like that. And I'm open to all advice. If you're a beginner or advanced or a pro, whatever. I don't judge when it comes to advice. It might be helpful, it might not be helpful. It all depends on like how you pick it apart.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
I'm sure there's a lot more unspoken. Let me ask you this. What do you think about certain individuals go in there and take off their shirts and start working out?
I feel like that's kind of weird.
Okay.
That's kind of weird. I feel a bit uncomfortable when I see somebody with their shirt off.
Yeah.
Bodybuilding, that's understandable. Cause they have a room up there, but they got some people that come down to the little floor workout area.
Well,
and take off their shirt and take off their pants, and now they're in like their underwear,
pretty much,
and they're flexing. I'm like, bro, you went to the posing room.
Yeah, I've seen a couple.
I know. There's an older guy. I think he's like in his 60s or 70s. He has
short guy with the glasses.
Yeah. Like I commend him. Like, I don't know what he's doing, but that boy look like he's ready for Baywatch.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I see him here and there. He's always, he always feels energy. It kind of gives you that boost of energy because you're like, man, if he could do it at that age he's at, why? Yeah, I can't do it.
Right. Yeah. So but certain individuals, I don't know if it's like a look at me type of
ego.
Yeah, type of ego. Like, hey, look at me, look at my body and stuff like that. I wouldn't do nothing like that. I don't even know if there's like a necessary situation to even take your shirt off because it's cold in there. It's hot sometimes.
Yeah, it's cold. Yeah. If you're doing like a photo shoot, I guess somebody just goes there and they have to take a photo, take the shirt off, and I understand that part because they want to have the gym equipment in the background or just to
Yeah, and flex for their product or whatever. Yeah. What about you? How you feel about individuals taking their shirt off?
It's just I'm like, why are you doing that? There's no reason for that. You know, it bothers me to a sense.
Yeah.
Like saying, in a way, I'm like, well, if you have the body to show off, okay, cool, I understand. In a way, you want to show it off. Ain't nothing wrong. But if you're looking at it like me, I don't got a body to show off. Why the hell I'm gonna take off my shirt? I'll be more embarrassed than anything else.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think there's a reason for it. If you're at your home, that's your house. You work out with a shirt or whatever. You want to work out in your underwear, work out in your underwear.
You just want to kind of be decent at the gym.
Yeah.
That falls with the gym etiquette and stuff. Yeah. Be respectful.
Yeah. I guess you could say another thing about cell phone usage, I guess.
Yeah.
We are on the cell phone. I'm on my cell phone because I use an app to track my workouts.
Yeah. And everybody got cameras and stuff like that. And so you see a bunch of tripods, cameras, iPhones, like everything.
That's good because it's good to, if you're doing an exercise, somebody film you for you to see how you're doing it. What you're doing wrong with it or how you look, how you're doing it.
Like how's your form looking and stuff. You can go back and coach yourself or whatever. Yeah.
That's fine. Like I said, same thing with if that's your income base to do that. It don't bother me. It just don't take up the whole area to, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, I haven't seen it, but.
Oh, damn.
Like.
I'm about to say it like that. They're taking the whole area?
No. What they'll do sometimes, they'll put the tripod far back.
And you don't see it.
And you don't see it sometimes. Yeah. Or they put it so far back that you try and get to that machine over there. Now you're inconvenience other folks because now you got to go around to avoid that area.
Yeah, so. It's kind of complicated, and like you said, you don't know how people will take it. When you like walk in that camera, like, hey, dude, hey, man, what's going on, bro? You all right? You're like, you're walking in my shot. Like,
and there are some individuals that don't give a shit, pretty much, and they'll walk in front of it. They won't care,
No, yeah. I mean, if you, and especially you, it's up to the user who's recording. It's up to the user to have some grace when somebody walks in front of the camera and not blow up as easy. Just go like, oh man, my bad. Like I have people walk in front of my shot when I'm recording, and they'll be like, oh man, my bad, Herc, man. I ain't mean, like, it's fine, bro. It's fine, And then I go back and look, and it's like a big ass,
walking through.
Yeah, a big ass, or somebody standing right there looking at me squat, and I'm like, well, this is bomb. But it happens. But some people, they don't like that stuff. They want like people like, hey, stay away from my area so I can record.
So you think it's more a responsibility for the person who's filming or the other?
Yeah,
it's more
responsibility of the user to
make sure
they not take too much of the space, wherever machine they were, like if they're at the bench, put it at a good distance so people can see it, and at the same time record your shot and then take it, look at it, review it, and then put it up. Because I don't record my whole session. I just record like my top lifts. Once I record it, then I'll take everything down and put it back into my bag.
Okay.
But some people they record like all their workouts.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of storage and a lot of files and stuff. I forgot to turn off my damn
the phone.
Yeah, just do not disturb because they be texting me and stuff. Nah, but other than that, but that's the most respectful and etiquette thing to do is kind of just not take most of the space up. Just take the space where the machine is at and just kind of just use it. Record what you need to record. Do a little talking if you do talkings in your recording, and then just get it out the way and put it up. And if you're doing it into your next session, until you move into your next session.
What about grunting?
Grunting's not bad.
Well, what about those folks that just do it just
just do it just unnecessary, and they're not
like
pushing.
You're looking, you're like,
they're not pushing a lot of weight.
Yeah. Because there are some lifters that for some reason they just do it. It says it helps them lift. I mean,
it don't help me lift at all. I grunt if I'm like struggling during my workout. Like if I'm in the workout, I'm like, oh, like I'm grunting. But me doing like 25s on each side and and you looking, you're like, dang, this dude not even doing nothing. I don't know if that's another. I don't know if it still falls in line with, look at me, look at what I'm doing.
Look, I don't the attention, I guess.
Hey, attention. It's pretty confusing, but
What about slamming the weights?
It depends what you're doing.
I mean, if you're doing like 1 rep max or something.
Yeah, or you're doing deadlifts and stuff.
But
like that's it's kind of acceptable depending on what you're doing. I slam the weights, when I'm doing deadlifts. If I'm ripping them out, I try not to slam them as much, but I slam them once I'm done, and then I'm like, okay. But I don't know if you're like slamming like machines and shit like that.
I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen that as much, but I seen that at other gyms where they slam the machine and not give a fuck, and then they break the machine.
You seen that on social media? They call it Campeon.
Campeon?
Yeah.
Oh, you talk that
California?
Skin? Yeah.
Yeah, he like that slamming. That's kind of like, I guess that's your ego lifting right there, right?
Yeah. He like look at me, look what I'm doing. I'm slamming the weight.
Yeah.
It's a lot of weight and shit like that. Nah, I don't do all that. That's a lot of energy. Do you believe by what's the word? That's a lot of energy burned. Do you believe? Do you conserve your energy? Do you believe in wasted energy?
Well, like during your workout.
During your workout, but like wasting unnecessary energy that you need for your workouts. Like if you scream before you do a lift type of thing.
If it's a mental thing that helps you out, it's go for it. I mean, if you're gonna do a 1 rep max.
Yeah, I feel like it's unnecessary for me because I'm all about my energy, especially saving my energy for like big lifts and things like that. Because I see people do that. They be like, oh, before they do a big lift and then they fail.
Yeah.
And then it's like, bro.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, you wasted that extra push, so you're screaming.
And that extra that you did could have been, for that extra oomph to
what
get
about
you.
That slapping when you slap each other, get them mad? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, like slapping on the back
or chest or.
Yeah, this is to motivate. I get slapped on the back, to get you fired up.
What about those salts? I never done that. I never want to do
smelling
that.
salts.
Yeah.
Oh, smelling salts are good. I do smelling salts.
You do?
I do smelling salts to give me, especially to wake my ass up because I be dead ass tired from work.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I don't want to do this, and I take the smelling salts, and I'm like, oh.
So is it like an energy, or is it like more of a?
It's more like a wake me up.
Wake me up, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of how they use for the paramedics use to wake the patient up.
So it does help you, like if you can lift heavy to extra push.
Yeah, it gives you that ultimate shock, that ultimate like wave of boosted energy to get you wired up, and then go ahead and do the lifts.
Yeah, I never tried that. Kind of.
Yeah, no, I only do it, when I'm doing my lifts. I don't do it like on a daily basis type thing. Then I'm gonna be an addict, as my wife would say. No, man. I know we talk about the social media influences in society. I know there's like the good and the bad of everything, huh?
Yeah, I was talking about that with my wife the other day because she asked me what topics I picked, and I told her, one of the good things about social media, it does you do get news or current events real quick. Mm-hmm. Not like before you wait till the news comes on TV and all that.
Yeah.
Now something's going on halfway around the world. Somebody posts it on social media. Make sure this is what's really going on. There's no what's the word? I don't want to say it's not clarity, but be
aware.
No, it's how they say sometimes news they put out whatever they want to put out.
Mm-hmm.
They'll if it doesn't fit their agenda, they won't put it out. Certain channels, certain organizations,
because it's not important.
Well, it doesn't fit their agenda.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense.
It doesn't. They don't. I'm trying to use the word.
No, you're good. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the word myself.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about it right now.
I thought you sounded like expectation. No.
It's I don't want to say clarity. It's he's right on my tip of my tongue.
No.
Let's
see.
Transparent.
Transparent?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like being transparent about it, or like open about it.
Yeah.
No filters to these. The news happened like this. Just say how it happened. Don't twist the words. Don't how. The reason I'm saying that is like, say you as a homeowner, you shoot somebody because you're protecting your
house.
Your house.
Yeah.
And the news could flip it to where mentally ill patient or consumer got shot by a homeowner. So they could twist the words around to where they make you be the victim of it.
Right, and make it more exciting or more eye-catching.
Instead of saying, he was breaking in and you were, defending yourself. So
right.
you had to act on that. instead of saying something, some title, they twist the title around to where.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it happens. The reason I know that is because the field work I'm at. Like I told you, I'm a police sergeant, so I know not everything gets. The media won't release everything because that's the media. They'll release whatever they want to release.
Yeah, that makes it sound good.
Or more eye catching.
Yeah, I got you.
Because they're not going to put out what happened before and what happened afterwards. They're going to put out what.
Damn.
The event itself, let's say topic. You said whenever it's an officer involved shooting, they're not going to put out what happened before. A lot of times they won't put out exactly what happened before and
what happened
afterwards. Well, afterwards, not much of it happens. I mean, it's just they'll see, oh well, this law enforcement officer shot this other person.
Damn.
I
got you.
They'll put a twist to it to where, like I say, they'll get more media attention.
Yeah. So why is that? Why they just don't just
whatever's going on in society? You can say that whatever's driving society.
Whatever's trending in society.
Yeah.
Damn.
You think about it.
Because I think it would be more easier to actually tell the truth of what happened. But I see what you're saying. They have to mix it up to like
some individuals don't want to hear that truth. They rather hear something else, a twist to it.
Yeah,
and they'll go by whatever
They're kind of like social media to get the views and the watch times and all that other stuff on the news and things like that. I got you. Damn.
You can say that's good and bad. I mean, we have to be transparent about the news. What's really going on? Don't sugarcoat it. Yeah. Sometimes I know I heard sometimes when things are sugarcoated instead of just tell me what's going on. Just tell me the truth.
Yeah. But there's a lot of sugarcoating in the news right now, and the social media as well.
Yeah. Same thing could go back to the finances. One news agency say, "Oh yeah, we're expecting inflation to go down in the next couple of months," but
it's still going up.
Yeah, it's still going up.
I was reading up on that today when I was like writing your stuff down in the book. And now you talk about finances, and I was like, let's see what's going on with the inflation situation. They talk about it's still going up, and it's not coming down anytime soon.
Yeah, so why lie about it? I can see why they want to give us hope. Yeah, there's some sense of hope, but just tell us, it doesn't look good. Yeah, we're gonna have to be at this stage of higher interest for so much longer.
Just to give us not heads up, but tell us the truth so we can be prepared.
Yeah, pretty much
things like that.
A good thing about social media, it's I wish when I started working out there was something like this just to show me different types of exercises. Different variations of exercises. Because when I first started, it was more like how much you could push. Ego lifting. Yeah. If I could push 225 one time, okay, I'm strong.
I'm that dude.
Yeah. So I was like that starting out because we were like, oh yeah, well, let's push heavy. Let's push heavy because if you can't push heavy, you ain't nobody.
Yeah. I know that. I know that lingo right there.
So that's how I started when I first started. Just
so how you switched it up, like from lifting heavy to actually like working out,
reading stuff online, social media. Health magazines, how the trend went to where it's not how much you push, but how you do it, the form of it. Because form's everything.
Oh yeah, form is everything. Like if you have good form, you can damn near lift anything.
Yeah,
for sure. And technique.
Yeah, because what's the point of me pushing 100 pounds dumbbells
and then you hurt yourself?
You hurt myself.
And you don't have good technique or form.
No, yeah. Well, I could go and just do 10 pounds. Ain't nothing wrong with 10 pounds. No. If you do it right, you do it like you're supposed to do it. You're gonna feel it.
Yeah, you're gonna feel it, and then your strength gets to go up each week, each month, and each year. And then the next following year, when you do that 100 pounds, it'll be easier because you've been training for it. Yeah.
And with age, joints start hurting. You don't recuperate like you used to. So you got to think smart now. Yeah. And there's no point of me going in there and pushing heavy.
I think you gotta when you get older, it's a lot more stretching, a lot more like mobility. Yeah. And just make sure and then warming up your joints before you just go into it. When we're younger, we can do that. We can just go in there, forget about it and do what. But now I'm like 33. I'm feeling the aches and pains of all the heavy lifting I did in powerlifting. So I got to like stretch, get everything going. I do like self-caring, deep tissue massage, doing ice baths, doing the chiropractor to keep my body in prime shape. Yeah.
because recuperate like you said.
Yeah. Recovery is key, man. Recovery is more important than the actual working out. Because if your recovery is trash, you won't be able to push as much as you want to push in the gym.
And like I said, I enjoy looking through the social medias. Like I said, different posts. You'll see, okay, this person's doing this. It says it helps out. Let me try it next time.
Yeah.
Or
what about the in betweeners? What about the ones that's trying to coach you up, but they don't know what they're talking about? They're just doing whatever just to get attention. You know what I'm talking about, the person benching a fucking treadmill while standing on a tire.
I think they're just doing for
clout.
Yeah. For the followers, to get followers,
Yeah, man. I was just like, do this, man. You be the best. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
No, I mean, if I got to think about it twice, I'm not going to do it.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good logic to think about. Think about it twice before you do it.
Something you're going to get hurt at. No, it's not. At my age, I'm 30. How old am I? 38.
Okay, you don't look bad for 38.
I feel it.
Well, I thought you was like 34 or 33.
No, I wish I could turn back time and I guess with time.
But it looked like you're doing something well. You're taking care of yourself.
I try to get my sleep now.
Yeah,
my rest. It's hard to juggle.
With the
job, family,
working out. Responsibilities,
everything. It's real hard because there's only 24 hours to a day.
How's your mental with everything, like with balancing everything out like that?
Right now it's good.
Okay,
it's good. Get my sleep, get my family time, get my time alone with my wife.
Okay,
enjoy our time we have together because my schedule is different from her schedule, so I really don't get to see her until I get home.
Oh, wow.
And the kids are sleep ready for work. Same thing. So
yeah, you sound like me. I go wake up at 4, work 12 hours, go to the gym, be another like 2 or 3 hours, and then I won't see my wife till like 9 o'clock.
Yeah, and, I mean, time I see my wife, she's asleep, which is fine. I understand. She has to wake up early and get ready for work.
I hit my wife with a pillow. Wake your ass up. Nah, but we have an understanding. She understands what I'm doing. When it comes to working and then training for powerlifting competitions and things.
So you have the support, which is good.
Yeah. The support is really good. Yeah, it's really good, and it's been really beneficial. So her supporting me helps me support her for whatever she got going on and stuff like that. And it's like it's a good
bonding.
Good bonding and good it's bonding or good give and take. Okay. We have a good balance of the give and take. Not one person not doing everything for the other person. We have a good balance of supporting each other.
And that's one of the reasons I enjoy working out with my wife. Yeah, it's bonding time.
Okay.
For us, because we're away from the kids, we're away from, I guess you could say, away from stress in a way, because you go in there to go release stress, feel good about yourself. I know sometimes you go in there feeling tired, but like I tell her, we're tired, but once you start in there, you get that energy boost, and then at the end, you're like, it was a good workout.
And you feel good.
You feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
Because now if I miss a day, I know I have to take a day off a week.
Oh, yeah.
I try to go at least 6 times to 5 times a week.
Damn. You better than me. I go in like 3 days. Okay. 3 days a week.
Yeah, I try to go 5 to 6 times, but
that's not bad though. But that's for you and your wife.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And she'll go, like when I'm working, she'll try to go with my brother or go by herself.
Yeah.
And the weekends, like Saturday and Sunday, we'll go together, and there's our bonding time together. So I enjoy that. I know sometimes we get at each other's nerves because she tells me, "Oh, you're doing this wrong." No, and I tell her, "You did this wrong." And she tells me, "Get away from me."
Yeah, I see that. I seen that when I was talking to you about the Come On Man podcast. Joining. You're like, "Oh, is she gonna be on there with us?" Like, no, it's just a man's only. I see y'all joke around, and I like that. I joke with my wife too. She think I'm too serious at sometimes, but I'm quiet. I'm quiet with mine. But when I crack a joke, she be like, "Oh, there you go. Why you not funny all the time?" Like, no, that's just my personality is weird. I just be quiet and observant. And I'm observing everybody and stuff. And then if I know you, then you see the full color of hurt.
Yeah. She tells me I'm kind of have something mysterious to myself. I mean, to me, but I don't know how, but
you don't really pay attention to it.
Yeah, she says it, but she's been with me for 20 years, so she's right probably.
Yeah.
You learn how each other are.
Yeah. So what about as I said, the norms? So when it comes to more into the society world, what about the norms in today's society? Like what to expect in relationships?
Well, it's changing.
You think so?
I think in a way it's changing because
do you think it's the same relationships that we have, like in our marriages and like now?
Right now it's what I think is the norm.
Okay.
In other words, it's what I mean by norm is it just depends where you live as society.
Yeah. Do you not to cut you off? Do you think the new norms of marriage is doing too much in their marriages right now? Well, from what we're doing, like what you and your wife were doing, 20 years ago. Do you think the new norms of the marriage couples are doing too much?
That's a good question. Because I can't. It's kind of weird because I can't compare. It's kind of hard to compare my relationship with my wife to your relationship to your wife.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I believe there's no such thing as a perfect relationship.
No,
because we all have some type of faults to ourselves, and you have to learn to understand each other. Communicate.
Okay.
I think there's beforehand. I mean, I guess you say my parents or my grandparents communications. What I saw communications was lacking between them. You could say it might be because how they grew up in their society. The man goes to work, the wife stays home.
Right.
The woman to stay home, take care of the kids, do all this. Then after work, the man could just go home, go eat, and then go
work again, and
either go work and go to the bar.
Yeah,
go drink. My parents are from Mexico, so
yeah.
I was fortunate enough to grow up and meet both sides of my grandparents. So I saw that part. I saw. Because I used to spend summers over there. Because during the summer, my mom used to send me and my brother to my grandparents for 2-3 months over the summer. So I saw how my uncle's relationships and how they treated their spouse, my aunts, and all that. And it's different,
Yeah,
because their society is different than ours,
Right.
What I mean is like abusive, physically abusive,
Yeah. Because all the drinking.
I'm not saying that we don't see it here in us nowadays. We do see it.
Yeah.
And it's still like you could say taboo to talk about it because it might be seen like something where it should be handled within the family or within just us two.
Right.
But if it's a physical abusive, I don't think anybody should be in a relationship where you're being physically abused.
But they got people that stay in abusive relationship or marriage.
It's a mental thing, and sometimes it's. Especially if the person who's being abused doesn't have a way out.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Financially or support from family.
Especially if they're not working and not saving and things. They don't have nothing. They've been supported by the other spouse for a long time. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Damn.
So you got to think about that. And nowadays you see more reverse abusive too, where the women also hits the man.
Yeah.
And the men don't want to report it because of that, you can say stigma.
Yeah.
About not being you report your being beat up by your wife, you might be seen differently.
Yeah, because you call the cops and they're like, hey, she abused me, and then they reverse it and they're like, no, you're the abuser.
Yeah, it could be. That has changed too.
Okay.
I'm telling you that because I've been in it for 15 years. I haven't seen it all. Just put it that way, because every day in the top of FIM, same thing. As a first responder, you might see the same. It's a verbal disturbance, but it's a different, same story but different chapter.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because not everything is the same. Not every call is the same.
Yeah.
But it does still exist in relationships. About one partner being either verbally abusive,
right,
or physically abusive. But like I said, a lot of times they don't have a way out,
right,
financially.
What are the causes of that? Like being abusive in a relationship or marriage? Is it because like money? Is it because they're depressed, or
it could be
power?
They saw it when they grew up.
Damn.
Their parents probably saw their father doing the same thing to their mother.
Oh wow!
And they could probably see it as it's a norm for them.
It's normal. And they take it with them and then bring it into their relationship when they're older.
Well, it's like they say an individual who's for some reason likes getting in a relationship with somebody who's
Toxic.
and they can't be because that's just what they're used to.
Damn.
And then it might feel like if they don't, the relationship is not toxic, then they feel like they're not really in their relationship.
Wow.
You know,
Damn. I didn't even think about it like that. So when they get into a good relationship, they don't know how to act.
no, and then they're the ones that they could be they're the one that gets turned toxic because they're missing that part. They're missing that I guess I don't know if it's an excitement or what it is. I guess you can compare it to somebody who's an abuser.
Yeah.
If they don't have that, they're not living the fullest of their life. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the same thing with us. You could say, if, we like going to the gym. We don't miss a day. That day, or if I miss a day, I was supposed to miss.
Yeah.
My whole day's ruined now.
That's how I be sometimes.
You know?
And I miss a day. I feel like I missed a year.
Yeah, and it's a habit.
No.
It's something we built. It's a habit.
No, it's a routine.
Yeah.
It's a hobby, not a hobby. It
could be a hobby. I mean,
Yeah,
it's something you like. Like I said, it's part of your routine now.
It's part of your daily life. So it's like that's your routine. Like you go to work, you chill with the family, you work out, et cetera, et cetera.
But sometimes I do get upset sometimes. But I'm not gonna say if I don't go to the gym, because I feel like I'm missing out.
Yeah,
it's my like I said, it's messing up my routine.
It felt like you taking a step back.
Yeah, pretty much. But you got to understand that sometimes you do got to miss.
Yeah, because of work or something,
or family life, or an event or something like that. You have to know. You just skip it or
skip it. But yeah,
back the next day.
Yeah. One day you won't be. It won't hurt you as much because you just miss one day and then you bounce back or whatever.
But back where the norms. It's where we're at. I mean,
it's changing.
It is.
Okay.
It is. I mean, now I'm gonna put it this way. If my spouse made enough for me to stay home and take care of kids, I would do it. Back then it wasn't. You
didn't have an option.
You didn't have an option. But,
you'll be a stay at home dad.
If I'm able to, if we're able financially.
Okay.
My wife, I think my wife would be fine with that.
Okay.
Can
you cook?
I could try to cook. I got social media there to teach me how to cook.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not gonna come out perfect, but I'll try to cook. I mean,
I forgot how to cook, man. I used to cook my ass off, and then go ahead.
Like I said, so growing up, my mom never allowed us in the kitchen because I guess that's a norm for her. And man shouldn't be cooking for themselves when we were little or teenagers. But yeah, I had to learn how to iron. I had to learn how to do chores because she told us to do chores. So it's how we teach our kids today too. If we teach them not to do anything around the house, just sit down, go
be lazy,
then that's how they're gonna grow up too.
Damn.
So I guess
that plays that you think that plays a big factor in their life.
Yeah, you got to teach them some responsibility.
Yeah. That's what I do for my kid, and like tell them like make your bed, do your hygiene, put your clothes on, put your dirty clothes in the clothes. Come down here, say good morning to everybody. What you need, if you're hungry, what you want. You speak and things like that. That's what we kind of teach him, and he's getting it. But I get him over the weekends and stuff, and then he goes back to his mom's, and I feel like she kind of erases everything.
He goes, you got to restart all over.
Yeah, and I have to restart over, which I'm fine because I have a lot of patience too. So I know it's gonna take time to work with him, which is fine. And I know I think once he gets older and he gets a better understanding of what's going on when I'm teaching him, I think it'll come around.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure. Like I said, I have 3 boys right now at the house. One's a teenager and 2 is still in elementary school. But I do kind of spoil them at a point to where, chores wise, I know they're kids.
Yeah.
Me as a kid, I didn't have the opportunity to go just to be playing or do that. I try to spoil them to what I didn't have to. With a limitation,
Yeah.
Don't get them everything they want, but they kind of do have a sense now. You can say they don't ask me for as much stuff. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
For Christmas, birthday, they'll ask. They kind of have an understanding what money is in a way.
Okay.
How much. They'll look at something and they're like, "Oh, Dad, that's $100 right there." I'm like, "Yeah." That's a lot. I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, it is a lot. For him, it's a lot.
Yeah.
For you, it's just like $1.
Oh.
Have you told your kids about a green light? green light for kids. That's what I got for my son. It's like a debit card for kids. It's like a
Well, for my oldest, for his birthday coming up, we're about to open one up, like a little checking account, give him money in there, and for him to kind of.
Yeah, and then they have one for like little kids too, for like little kids, like little bank accounts. But you're like the banker,
okay,
and you can deposit like like it's called parent funds.
Okay,
and you can put like $20, and you can base it off their age, and then you can put like $2 in their little accounts, and they have like their little spending debit card.
Okay,
and kind of like you putting an allowance on their debit card and stuff.
They know that because I know for their like Christmas and birthdays and stuff, they'll get money from family and everything. So they'll come up to me. He's like, "Here, Dad, can you buy me what's that called? V-Bucks for Fortnite?"
Yeah.
It's like, here's like, how much is this? Like,
so they pay you to buy V-Bucks on Fortnite?
Yeah, because it's my card on file. So I'm not gonna buy you the V-Bucks. You know, you still could play with all that extra stuff. So they understand that it costs money to certain things and buy stuff and all that. They understand, you know, but it's just our responsibility to teach them.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because we're the masters, and they're the.
But even then, you know, sometimes we worry about, are we teaching them the right thing, or are we being good enough parents that they'll be.
Yeah, that's an everyday thing, man.
But you could be the best parent. You give them everything, you know, send them to the best schools.
Yeah,
and then later on, I mean, you try to teach them to be a good person in society. But ultimately it's going to fall back on them. That's why sometimes I tell my wife, you know, we could be the best, but you know, it falls back on them ultimately.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense because we can do everything in the book.
Yeah,
you know, me and my wife to my son, you and your wife to your kids and stuff like that. We can do everything in the book and be the best parents in the world. But if they don't grasp it or understand it or get the reason why we're doing what we're doing, like, hey, you got to be a clean human. You got to do your chores. You got to take care of yourself when you get older. You got to take a bath.
Yeah.
Because you won't be going in this world stinking like ass.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of things we got to do because, you know, you got to take responsibility to pay your bills. You got to show up to work on time. And you know, you can't just show the work when you want to because you won't get fired.
It's like when I got my wife, she had 2 kids already.
Yeah,
5 and 4. I mean, 5 and 6. I got with her this year. We hit 20 years together. So
congratulations, man.
Yeah,
that's a nice. That's what I'm trying to get to. We made 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
It's gonna go by fast. Believe me.
What?
It's gonna go by fast.
Damn.
So I got with her at a young age. I was 19.
Okay.
And she was 24, 25.
Yeah.
So that's why I said we go back to New Orleans. My parents at first my mom especially was kind of like, no, because, you know, it's kind of hard for a mom to accept the fact that your son's dating somebody who's older and with your kids.
Yeah.
I gotta understand that's her mentality, you know. But now my mom loves her, treats her as a daughter, her daughter, and all that. You know, my wife takes her to, you know, whenever she can't drive to an appointment for her doctors because it's far, she'll take her, take care of her and all that. But it was a hard beginning. Let's put it that way. But with my 2 stepsons, I mean, right now one's actually an officer too.
Okay.
Follow my footsteps, which is nice. And then the older one, he's
going to college.
No, he's a machinist for like 10 hours.
Oh, damn.
So
okay.
So, you know, they're doing good. You know,
damn, that's really good.
I mean, I don't tell them, but you know, it is something to be proud of.
Yeah.
Because, you know,
you should be damn proud.
They're being successful in their own ways, but you know how they could be. It's, you know, like I said, you know, as teenagers, you're gonna be a rebel. They were kind of a little rebel during their teenage years. It's normal. They weren't sidetracked to where we had to worry about. You know, we do have it. You know, even as adults and then being adults, we do have to put some sense back into them sometimes. Yeah. You know, either whether something happens during their relationship or work-wise, financial-wise, you know, they'll come back and ask us for advice.
Okay.
Which is good because it shows that they
trust y'all.
They trust us for that. But like I said, it's just like it's different now. It's like more acceptable now having a relationship with. So I know some men won't like that. Some women doesn't like that. They won't go in a relationship with another. You know, especially they have a kid. Yeah. You know, you see that at some.
Because right now, everybody has kids right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just harder to date a person with kids. My wife says it's harder for women to date with kids than men with kids. Like men, it's easier for men to start dating with kids than women. That's what my wife.
So does your wife have kids?
No, we're working on getting some kids.
So she says it's easier for you to date because you had a kid. Prior relationship is easier finding somebody.
Yeah,
than a woman to find. It could be. I mean, you could say that.
Yeah,
because now I guess you don't think back then probably it was easier for a woman with kids to find somebody.
Yeah,
without kids.
But I think it depends on the connection. Like how you was when you find your wife. You know, y'all had a connection. Y'all was bonding. Y'all was doing everything. You was like, hey, I could see her. I could see myself with her for a very long time. And here you are, 20 years married and things like that. So man, it all depends on the connection. It all depends on the how she said love connection or some crap like that.
I mean, I see some posts online about that. About you see a lot of things online. You see a lot of podcasts like we're doing right now.
Yeah,
they specifically talk about like that, about how it's hard for a woman with a kid to find a man without a kid, because now men want, like you could say, some type of value in a woman in a relationship. So they find already a woman with a child to be a disadvantage for them.
Yeah,
because they see it as, I got to take care of this kid now.
No, and that's not true, because that's not their responsibility.
I understand.
But at the same time, if they want to be in part of the kid's life, because they work their new spouse, and then he has a kid or she has a kid, they have to get through the spouse first, get that bonding going, and then like, hey, I want to be in your kid's life and things like that. But some spouses don't want to be in the kid's life. Yeah, and
that's kind of hard.
It is kind of hard,
because if you already know you're going with you're in a relationship with somebody who has a kid.
Yeah.
That for me says that you want to be a part of that kid's life too. You're gonna have to be a part of that kid's life.
Yeah, you have no choice.
You can't just ignore that kid.
No,
or that child. I mean, it's
because they're gonna have a problem with the spouse.
Yeah, and then that could affect the child itself too.
Oh
mentally,
yeah, like oh, he or she don't like me,
don't care for me, or So for me, you already, it's something you should talk to. You should talk about before you even. I think that's something you should say in the first date.
Yeah,
Yeah. Say, I got kids.
Yeah, that's what I said to my wife. Oh, when we was we was talking, she was my girl. Well, it was about to be girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. And I told her everything. I was like, hey, I came from this. I got a kid. I got this. I did that. And she kind of looked in the sky a little bit, and she's like, okay, I can deal with it. She had to process it and understand. And I told her everything, the truth, and then she liked the honesty, and she was like, okay, we can work through it. And things like that.
Yeah, because you have to be straightforward and stuff like that.
But people lie for some reason about like, hey, I don't got no kids, I don't got this, I don't got no mistress or nothing like that, and then it all crumbles down in the middle of the relationship, and then he got like two or three wives, like 10 kids. Mm-hmm. He has like a whole nother life that he lied about, and that just caused a lot of friction. Yeah, and a lot of issues.
That's not right. I guess you could say that.
No, it's not right at all.
But it's
so basically, what advice as a married man would you give to another newlywed or newly upcoming marriage couple? Like, what would you give to the listeners to have a sustainable marriage, happy marriage?
Communicate.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you have no kids, enjoy that time you have together before having children, because once you have children, it's going to be harder.
Yeah.
So even for those who already have kids, have some time with each other.
Okay.
Go, me and my wife, every year we try to go on a vacation, just me and her.
Damn.
Get away from the kids, get away from everything, whether it be out the country or be in the hill country, because we go to the hill country a lot.
Right, because y'all still want that personal connection. Personal, yeah, I got you.
You have to have that, because if you don't, then you're always going to be worried about, you're always going to have that stress, that extra stress. I mean, I know sometimes it's hard trying to find a babysitter, trying to find somebody to watch
your kids.
Fortunately, we have my mom. She's been always helpful about that, about watching our kids going out of town.
Okay.
But, communicate, have time for yourselves. If you need time for yourselves, have time for yourselves. for my wife, it's when she does her hair, when she does her nails, pamper herself.
Okay.
For me, it could be when I go to the gym by myself.
Okay.
Because during the week I go by myself.
Yeah.
So that's my free alone time
To like reflect and plan everything out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do too. Plan everything, clear my mind.
Yeah, because I tell her what's our plans for this weekend, and she's like, "Oh, I don't know." We're like, "Well, I got to go do what I'm doing right now." And she's like, "Okay," and she's like, "Oh, I got to do my nails." I'm like, "Well, wait till tomorrow, because tomorrow I got to go work, so I do it when I'm not there."
Okay.
You just got to be open to each other.
Okay.
Overall, because it's fine to have a little mystery to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, communicate if something's bothering you. Say something.
Yeah.
Because not, it's just gonna start eating you up.
Damn. Okay.
You got to think about it. I mean, because you're not gonna know what I'm thinking about. I'm not gonna know what you're thinking about.
If he don't say nothing. Yeah.
So,
we're not mind readers. That's what I tell my wife sometimes.
Sometimes
I ain't no damn mind reader. Like, tell me something.
Yeah.
Because she like to do like, I'm fine. And, she has like, I can tell her, she has like a little attitude, like
her
face,
nonverbal expressions.
Expression like you're not fine because something's bothering you.
Yeah.
And then she tells me like in the middle of the night, and then I have to get up and listen. But that's understandable. That's a part of the marriage. That's a part of me being a good spouse and a good husband and things like that. And I do the same thing. I don't say nothing. I go silent on her, and she don't like that. And then I tell her like, hey, I don't like when you did this or that or this, that, and the third. But we have a common ground where we sit down and communicate, or we be in the bedroom talking and discussing a lot of things and come to a mutual agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we try to discuss it, resolve it, fix it, and then have a solution, and then move forward in our marriage.
Also,
okay.
Before get into marriage, you gotta know what your boyfriend, girlfriend, their stances on certain things. Because what I mean like that might be religion, it might be you could say abortion, drug usage or whatever it is. You got to be open about what you believe in. Because if you go into a relationship where one partner doesn't believe in a certain stance and you do, like I say, politics.
Yeah.
You've seen how politics could break families up just
because,
you voted for this person and I voted for this person, and you have a strong stance for this and that, and it's fine as your beliefs, but in a marriage, you kind of have to. I don't stuff like that. It's kind of hard to live with somebody who doesn't have the same beliefs or stance as you do.
Yeah,
because you're always going to be clashing.
Yeah, for sure, man. That's understandable. Yeah, so you just gotta have those means of understanding, and go, roll with the punches, and when it comes to the marriage and stuff like that. Because like you said, nothing's perfect in the marriage. Everything's gonna have battles.
Yeah,
and you gotta learn how to work as a team.
Well, every day's a battle.
Oh, every day is a battle. Every day is a battle.
You're just learning how to, like you said, like
work as a team.
Yeah.
Teamwork.
I know, like I said, I gotta. In the mornings, my wife's not really a morning person. She'd rather sleep in and wake up, and it's fine. I could jump up and go to the gym in 30 minutes.
Yeah,
she needs an hour and a half because that's what she needs.
I
understand. I know. I got. She goes, go get me coffee. Okay, it's fine. I go make your coffee.
I got you.
You gotta spoil them a little bit.
Oh yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. No. That's your wife. That's what you got to do.
You gotta understand how she. How your wife is. You already.
I'll be questioning her request, but hey, I gotta challenge it a little bit, but it is what it is. But no, man, it's been really good, man. Let's talk about these current events, man. What's up with these Houston Astros, man?
Pitching.
We're 4-11 right now.
Yeah, it's the pitching.
What the hell's going on? It's the pitching?
I think it's the pitching. Yeah, if you seen sometimes, we're up ahead and then it's up to the pitcher.
Yeah, man. And I see we're about to play the Rangers, and I'm like, man, it's gonna be an ass beating.
I think they lost yesterday.
They lost to the Rangers.
Yeah.
Ah, damn.
So, yeah.
You think they're gonna turn it around? They normally do before They normally do before playoffs and stuff.
I think they're a better second half team. I think.
Okay.
So we got to see, but they got to be somewhat close, not be 20 games away or something. You know, at least.
Yeah, I
keep it
seen that record. I was like, oh shit.
Keep it single digits.
Yeah, yeah, get out. Yeah, for sure. What about the Houston Texans? How you feel about the Stephon Diggs pickup?
That's a wide receiver, right?
Yeah, wide receiver Stephon Diggs.
But we're not going to get him for 1 year, right?
Yeah, only for 1 year.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 year. I don't know what the contract look. I didn't look.
Make it work.
Make it work.
Make it happen for 1 year.
You think we're gonna get a lot of wins with everybody we got, because we got CJ Stroud, we got Dale, we got Clinton. What's it, Clinton? We got some good weapons, and we got a good defense too.
So remember when Schaub and it's my mom.
No, you're fine.
Remember when it was a Schaub and Arian Foster?
Yeah,
you know, that 1 year that they were expecting us to go all the way because there's no way to stop the play action play.
Yeah.
So remember what happened next year? They figured it out.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of worried that this year that other teams will figure out.
Yeah, because they're gonna watch film on you.
Yeah. So
the first year they're not gonna know what you got going on, and then once they get a film of the whole season, then they'll be like, okay, they do this, they do that, and then like you said, they're gonna pick it up the next following years.
If it goes like it should, I could see them against. I mean, I hate to say it, but against the Chiefs in the championship game. AFC.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, that's yeah. I know it's gonna be a rough ride. It's gonna be a rough challenge, but you know the owner of the Texans said we're ready to win now. They're in that ready to win now era right now.
They're willing to spend money. I mean, that's one of the things that I'll say with the Astros, they don't like spending the money.
What? They don't like Astros don't like spending money.
Well, on certain players they didn't. Remember with Beltran?
Yeah, Beltran. Yeah,
they didn't want to pay him. Remember,
really?
Yeah. And so he went to New York Mets, I think.
Yeah, and he's doing really good right now.
I mean, they spent some recently. I mean, they re-signed Altuve.
Yeah,
I think this last year for Bregman and Tucker.
Oh damn!
It's on their contract, so
hopefully they spend the money to keep them. Because we had a good setup with them 2 years, them 2 other years when we won the championship. And I'm like, why? I don't know why they wouldn't pay him.
I mean, money talks.
Yeah, it does. It does.
So if somebody else can offer you more, some players start looking more for the money than the actual
championships
glory. I guess. Yeah, the glory of it.
Damn, that sucks.
So it might be the last year that we see the Astros.
Oh man.
Hopefully not, but
hopefully not. You think this is gonna be the rise of the Houston Texans to take the Astros spot if that happens?
I would say yeah. It might be. It's about time for us. They've been here for 20 years, and
bombing every year.
Yeah,
bombing every year.
Yeah,
I'll be this close to breaking my TV watching them play.
I didn't see the Rockets this year, but it looked like they're doing way better than they did last year.
Oh yeah, they're doing way better. Houston Rockets, yeah.
Well, I mean, but I really didn't keep up with basketball this year. I'm not a.
Hey, you could be honest. Hey, I'm not
a LeBron fan. Let's put it that way.
Okay. How you feel about the draft in the next couple of weeks? How you feel about the NFL draft? You feel like we're gonna get some good picks for the Texans?
Well, last year we did. So this year, if they go based on the same mindset, then I would say yeah. You
think D'Amico Ryan's gonna pick some good players?
I think he's gonna focus on defense.
Okay,
that's what I think he's gonna do. Probably focus on defense.
That makes sense. We do need a defense, you know. And I'm seeing back and forth with J.J. Watt. He talk about he might be coming back. He not be coming back.
That's a
like a retire out of
defensive lineman, to play or to coach
to play. But he's on the fence right now.
Well, you saw Tom Brady was talking about coming back.
For real?
Yeah, he said something about second half or something like that. Being back out, he's like 40.
Hey man,
45,
just stay.
46.
What?
Yeah.
Damn. Tom Brady coming back to the NFL. Nah, he still got the arm. Yeah. Has that fight happened? That boxing match with Tyson and
Oh, that's in June, I think. Yeah.
That's actually happening?
Yeah. But I think the rules are kind of. I think he's gonna. What's the name? Jake Paul.
Yeah.
He's gonna wear headgear.
Headgear?
Yeah.
It's a boxing match.
Yeah, I think there's some. I mean,
we already know Tyson's gonna kill him. We already know that.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'll go in the ring.
Tyson's like 60, and he still got it like he's 24. That's crazy.
I mean, will you go in the ring with him for
hell no,
for like $1 million a round or something?
No. I don't even take a punch. I know I'm strong, but hell no.
I mean, it's true because I mean he might
Would
it's
you?
It's that muscle memory for him. You know what I'm saying? He's trained. He did that training for so many years.
Mike Tyson is a dog. He's an animal. Like that boy's a monster. He probably be the same way when he hits 100.
He's
headgear though.
I think so.
That's not even a fight. And then I think I saw some videos of them doing. You know how they do the face off? Yeah. They face to face. And Jake looked really scared. He looked really nervous looking at Mike Tyson.
Well, I see some of his training videos recently.
Oh, Mike Tyson?
Yeah, he still has it.
Man,
I wouldn't. Yeah,
I seen this. I like this boy still got the speed and the power. I'll say, and he looked at camera and say, "You still want to fuck with me?" I was like, "Nah." I say, "Jake, you about to die. You about to die."
I mean, you see some documentaries on him, like Mike Tyson, about his training and all that, and about it's.
Yeah, his shit.
He's a beast.
Yeah, he is a beast. He's a monster, bro. Like,
but I got respect for him.
Yeah,
just because the way he. Attitude changed in life.
Yeah, man. He's real humble though. Yeah. He's real humble. And as a person, but when he gets in that mode, he's
even himself said that he doesn't want to fight again because when he says when he gets in that fighting mode, he's unstoppable.
Oh yeah.
And so
I don't know why they arranged that fight, but they did. Kind of, I think, like you said, for the views and the popularity or whatever.
It's gonna be on Netflix, so. It's not a pay-per-view.
Okay, we're gonna have to check it out because
it's gonna be on Netflix. It's in June, I think.
That's like the same fight that happened with Mayweather and McGregor.
I didn't see that one.
Man, that shit was trash.
Was he like he was knocked out, right?
No, he just killed the stamina. He killed McGregor's stamina and like tired him out, and then he just went to work and destroyed him.
How many rounds was that? Like 8.
About like 8. Yeah, he was good for the first 5 rounds, but once he got to 6 and 7, he started getting droopy because he's used to the 4 rounds in UFC.
The thing about Mayweather and stuff like that. The thing I didn't like about him, he's his is more defensive, like counterattacking.
Yeah,
it's cool. You use whatever works best for you.
Mm-hmm.
But once you're at that level so high up, I kind of feel like they tend to pick their fights.
Yeah.
When they know who they could beat instead of being challenged.
Yeah.
Because they want to keep that championship. That's why I said I didn't like that. To where, referring back to like with Pacquiao when they waited so many years to have that fight, and I was like, well, that's gonna be a disadvantage for one of them because I think Mayweather agreed to that fight. That's what I think.
Yeah.
He agreed to the fight when he knew he was able to beat him.
Yeah, when he was once upon a time weak. In that time period, when he was in his prime, I think he wouldn't beat him.
That's why I said they pick their own fights because they know they're not going to lose.
Yeah, so they're trying to keep that. They're trying to keep that status up and stuff.
Well, for him was his no loss.
Yeah,
career.
And I did, like you said, he probably handpicked, like kind of review him, like, oh, okay, he's not at his best right now. Oh, let's pick this fight.
Yeah, I mean, because for him it was guaranteed money no matter what.
Oh yeah,
it was a contract.
Oh yeah,
for him. So.
That's freaking crazy, man. That's freaking crazy. So I just want to give you a quote to finish it out, and then give you a chance to take the floor to have positive affirmation. I just want to get your thoughts on this quote. The quote says, "The man who has confidence in himself gains the confidence of others." How do you feel about that?
It's true.
It's true?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so because if you
have confidence with yourself,
it's like a leader. If you see a leader or whatever, a team captain or a political leader or if you have confidence in them, or that person itself has confidence, that passes down to anybody else who I don't want to say followers, but we can say followers.
Mm-hmm.
If you can see that that person don't have that confidence, that's gonna wear off.
Yeah,
or go towards those other individuals too. So it's. Yeah, it's like you see them anywhere. You know how you could be in a room and then suddenly this person comes in.
Yeah, you
kind of feel that aura, that energy or something. You look at them and they're like, you know what, that person looks like he has confidence. The way they walk, the way they speak.
Yeah, you feel like they take each time they walk in the room, they take the room.
Yeah,
without even saying anything. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's truthful. I mean, I believe in that.
Okay.
Because the confidence rubs off to everybody else.
Yeah, it does. It does for sure. And so, I want to give you a positive affirmation time to give some positive feedback or positive advice or positive energy to the listeners. Is it something that they can take away from this episode? And after listening, what advice that help you to become the man that you are today?
For me, be patient. Try not to rush into things. Be patient. Be understanding. Be open minded.
Mm-hmm.
With your spouse, your partner, have open communication.
Okay.
Have that trust in each other. With your children, have some, sense of responsibility with them.
Yeah.
I'm not saying be perfect. There's no perfect outline to say you got to raise your kids this way, that way. Same thing with a partner. Time to yourself. Have time with your spouse.
Yeah.
Enjoy the time you have with each other. Like I said, I was in a relationship for 20 years with my wife, and nowadays we're trying to spend more time with each other just because we're like, okay, it's been 20 years. We feel like it's flew by so fast. Try to get that extra time with each other. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like I said, before you know it, we'll be at that age where like can't even walk. Well, hopefully we don't get to me that can walk.
Hopefully not. No. But
but
whatever y'all doing together, keep doing it. It's working. It's helping y'all out.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all staying active. Y'all staying healthy, and y'all keeping that connection strong for sure. And I'm gonna do the same thing with my wife, man. Because you're super inspirational. I didn't even know that, but you're super inspirational as a married man, as the person you are, and everything that you do, man. And I thank you for who you are.
I appreciate it.
I thank you for everything that you do for you, your wife, and your kids, and yourself, and everything that you do. And I thank you, and I appreciate you coming on your podcast.
Yeah. One final thing.
Oh yeah, go ahead, do your thing. My bad.
Have that balance.
Balance.
That balance.
Okay.
For everything, not too much. I say too much of everything is bad for you.
Yeah.
Too little of everything is bad for you too.
So there's a good balance.
Have a good balance about everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, you hear that, listeners? Appreciate that one, man. Appreciate the taking the time, being on the podcast.
I appreciate it too.
And everything. Listeners, taking the time to learn yourself, taking the time to learn your spouse, if you're married or in a relationship or just learning yourself. Just do everything you can to improve yourself, learn your spouse, learn your marriage or everything that you're doing, because communication, balance, everything is vital to having a sustainable relationship or sustainable marriage. So appreciate you for taking the time. Appreciate you taking your time to give us your ears to listen to the episode. If you made it this far, we thank you for everything that you do. I thank you, Juan, once again. And until then, peace, love, and positivity. And we're out.